What's up, fight fans? This is Beterviev with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news finally concerning Artur Beterviev. Callum Smith, this is the official fight prediction. Sorry I'm so late. I was doing every other thing besides this. Honestly, I thought this fight was on the 27th. Okay, so until I seen the weigh-in this morning, and I did a live stream on the weigh-in. But this is the breakdown between Callum Smith and Artur Beterviev. I just like saying it better. I know it's Beterviev, but Beterviev. And I must say this, first of all. Callum Smith looks a hell of a lot stronger at light heavyweight than he did at 168. I think he fought, what's his name, Castillejo. He hit Castillejo and made Castillejo did what he did. If you guys can see, that's scary. Okay? Now, not saying he couldn't do that at 168, because he did. Okay? And I think he did that with Endom, right? And he dropped Endom with that right hand. And so everyone's talking about the left hook of Callum Smith, but people need to be aware that this man can knock you out with either hand. And he's bigger, and he appears a lot stronger. Just putting that out there. However, he is against someone that not only knows how to punch, he knows how to box as well. He has a pretty good chin. He loves to work the body. And I think he'll be a nightmare for any fighter, including Callum Smith. So, okay, let's do this. Let's go to the tail of the tape. At 19 wins, 29 wins to Callum Smith. 1 loss for Callum Smith. No losses or draws for Beterviev. No draws for Callum Smith. Callum Smith has 21 by knockout. So Callum Smith has more knockouts than Beterviev has fights. Okay? So keep that in mind. 19 bouts to 30. We have a 100% knockout rate from Beterviev to 70% knockout rate for Callum Smith. 73-inch reach for Beterviev. 87-inch reach for Callum Smith. Orthodox to orthodox. Nationality, Russian by way of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, for Beterviev. And, of course, Callum Smith is from the good old town province of Liverpool, United Kingdom. Okay, Beterviev is born January 21st, 1985. So that puts him at 38 years of age until the 21st. He will be 39, okay? And, of course, April 23rd, 1990 for Callum Smith, which puts him at 34, okay? Well, he will be 34 on the 23rd. So he's 33 years of age, okay? So that's the tell of the tape. Now for the keys of victory. I think in this fight between these two bangers, these are punchers versus punchers, but it's a shorter inside to mid-range puncher with Beterviev. He's better and more successful on the inside. However, Callum Smith is also good on the inside. I think he's better long range. 87-inch reach, what do you think that means? The left hook is the crucial punch. The right hand is a surprisingly powerful punch from Callum Smith. And I will say this. I think this is a big fat question mark on how stronger or how much stronger is Callum Smith at light heavyweight. And I'm saying how much stronger is because if he can punch harder, we know Beterviev makes mistakes. He's that rugged. He's that, hey, let me work in behind the jab. You know, let me counter the shot to land my own. A lot of times, Beterviev ends up trading punches. Now, the question is it a good idea to trade with Beterviev? Hell to the no. Is it a good idea to trade with Smith? Hell to the no. But one thing about Smith, I think Smith is a better counterpuncher than Beterviev. Beterviev is a mauling, aggressive boxer puncher, okay? He likes to maul you like a damn grizzly bear. But Smith likes to also take his time, set up his shots, work his jab, and I think if he's smart, he should work his jab to set up his right hand or left hook. Either one will land, and I think both will be successful. And Callum Smith is a guy that I do believe hits hard enough to knock you out. And I think he's trying, in his mind, to fight fire with fire. Now, the dangers of that is keeping references alive. Joe Smith. Late far descended cousin of Callum Smith. Jokes. But seriously, Joe Smith wanted to do the same thing, and Joe Smith is a big banger as well. He's the one that knocked Bernard Hopkins through the rope and ended his career. Right? Joe Smith has power. He took down Sullivan Barrera. He knocked him down. He has power. And he called himself going toe-to-toe with Beterviev, and he paid the price quick. Because Beterviev's able to hit you with shots in your temple, your jaw, everywhere. The body shots are crucial. I wouldn't recommend that. Now, saying all that to say this, will Callum Smith do that, though? I don't think he will. But I think it will be a point where Callum Smith will try to impose and show and display his ability to fight on the inside. Because one of his things is, hey, people think I'm tall, long, and rangy. They think that I will crumble or freeze up on the inside. I can't, and I don't. That could be recipe for the disaster right there. Why? Because you got a guy with shorter arms fighting a shorter guy with shorter arms fighting a taller guy with longer arms. What punches do you think are going to land first? Beterviev's. See, if he doesn't catch Beterviev coming inward, he catches him with the right or feint the jab, counter with the left hook, slip the jab, counter with the left hook that he's known for. I still say that's Beterviev's advantages on the inside. It doesn't matter how good you think you are on the inside. The question is, are you better than the other guy on the inside? And if I had to guess, a shorter-armed guy that hits like a cannon, that's shorter reach, on the inside, his punches will land more effectively. Okay? So that means there may be a lot of opportunities for Beterviev on the inside. Now, on the outside, Smith can control the show. Use the jab, follow with the right hand, chop it back with the left hook, wrap him up. Because what happens is if you do get in a situation on the inside and you have to bang, I suggest that Joe Smith shouldn't. But I feel that he's going to. And since I feel that he's going to get caught with something that he's not accustomed to. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to learn, like Beterviev is going to learn, how hard each other hits. Unless it's a blowout. Because remember, this is the light heavyweight division. This isn't middleweight or smaller weight classes where you can take a lot of shots because the shots are not hitting you as hard because these guys are smaller guys. This is a totally different situation. Both guys have the ability to win, but Beterviev, I think him getting on the inside should be his keys of victory. Throwing those heavy, very hard, freakishly hard inside hooks and uppercuts. I think that will make a difference on Callum Smith. And understand, Smith has been overpowered by shorter, stronger men, i.e. Canelo. Okay, Canelo's supposed to broke his arm bone or whatever. I don't know how true that is, but Canelo did put a whipping on him and face the pressure. So I don't think that Beterviev will have I can't say have problems. I think that he can do the same thing in spots. So I go for Beterviev KO because I think Beterviev only knows destruction. Whereas for Callum Smith, he has to set up the punch and counter perfectly. But that's if Beterviev can take the punch. If he can take the shot from Callum Smith, it won't necessarily mean he's screwed. He will just be in a situation that I don't think that he's accustomed to, especially when he lands his best shots, being at a higher weight class. Okay? But can it happen? I think it can, because I think he's a hell of a lot stronger at 175 and 168. And I seen him almost cripple a guy with a solid right hand. You guys tell me what you think of my prediction of Artur Beterviev knocking out Callum Smith, 9th round. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!